Welcome back to the Allow It Bruv podcast. On today's episode, we don't just have a special guest. We have the main guest, the main card event. We have Matty Jedi Floyd fighting at the O2 Indigo on the 25th of July. Matt, welcome to the UK, first of all. We're so happy to have you here, man.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
And can you just tell us who you're fighting on the main card?
Fighting Sugar Shane Moseley.
And for people who don't know Sugar Sean Moseley, he is
He's a Hall of Famer, probably one of the greatest fighters of all time.
Okay, you've been studying his
I
old
think
boxing style.
anyone that's into boxing, you don't have to study him because people know who he is and have watched his fights.
Yeah.
So I've already seen him growing up, watching him fighting and that. So yeah, but with me, it's how I hadn't known the opponent or whatever. I don't really study him anyway because I'm so different the way I fight.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't really there's never ever a game plan because the way I fight because it changes everything. So
Yeah, of course.
But you're fighting boxing, and you used to fight. Did you used to fight bare knuckle boxing?
No, I'm doing. They've asking me to fight BKFC. When I said to you earlier, I've been in plenty of bare knuckle fights before I box. I meant like on the street, like.
Oh, street fight.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
I had many fights, many bare knuckle fights. I was saying about I said James Ago, I have a bit of trouble if it's bare knuckle.
We saw it last night.
I would have had 1,000 fucking bare knuckle fights before I boxed, But I trained. I did Muay Thai first, and I did MMA second, and then I went to prison. I was getting ready for a professional boxing match before I went to prison, and then when I got out, I went on with it like I said I would, chase my dreams in boxing.
Nice. So when we touch base on why you went to prison.
Well, let's bring it back a little bit. Explain kind of what led you down that path and also what led you into actual combat sports. Maybe some people out there might not know why you chose to go down combat sports, MMA and stuff.
It started off, I lived in different homes, some good ones, some bad ones. And when I was about 10, I lived with I call them the pedophile family. There wasn't 10 of them, like uncles and aunt. It was just a guy, he was 55, Bob, and his wife. They had a 2-year-old daughter, and they had other foster kids there, and I was the oldest kid there. I was 10. I lived with them for about 6 months. They used to make videos and things like that with us, and so that's why I call them the pedophile family, like whenever I refer to them. And then anyway, I ran away from there. I was a very scared little kid. I was scared of everything. I was scared of the weather, bad ghosts, this, that. But they would tell you sort of scary stories, so you'd want to sleep in the same bed as them and things like that as well. So that would scare you as well. And but I was a scared kid anyway. I was scared of everything. And then I felt like a coward running away, being the oldest kid there. I felt like I had to protect. Not only did I feel like I had to protect the younger children, but you also feel like you're doing, when you're doing bad stuff, when the older people make you do bad stuff, you think it's you doing the bad stuff. You don't think it's, you actually think you're doing, So when I ran away, it was for, I guess, guilt, and you feel like a coward leaving him there and that,
Mm-hmm.
So I think that stuck with me. And then I ended up living with, some good people after that for a bit. And then I ended up with this basketball coach who was no good. And then this is just before I became a teenager, before I started high school.
Yeah.
So my body was changing. I was growing anyway. And I just flipped the switch over. For me, it feels like it happened overnight.
Something changed.
I remember turning on the basketball coach, and I feel like, I became this fighter. I became this person that wasn't scared. I remember flipping out at him, and I remember just lashing out at him and smashing up everything at the house and this and that. And I left that place, and then ever since then, I just was it just didn't take shit. I was always wanting to fight everyone, and
maybe not maybe. You obviously had a lot of anger built up previously, so over the years.
It's a lot of people ask me these questions, what led you to fighting, what led you to this and that. I can't really pinpoint everything, but this is sort of what
just
happened.
Collectively.
And then as a teenager, then I just remember becoming I'd always enter gangs and but I remember when I used to if I ever had fights and things like that, I always wanted to justify, I always had to be in the right, you know what I mean? It was always in my mind, I had to be against bad people. Someone that did something bad or something,
Yeah, so it was never a bully. You fought for something.
No, I hate bullies. Yeah. No, I hated bullies, man. I hate bullies. I still do that. I don't like bullies.
We agree with that as well.
Yeah, I don't like bullies. I never did. I've always been against it. Even I was in primary school, I was a real loner. I had no friends. I was very different, very weird. And then in high school, I had a lot of friends, probably because I became a freak athlete as well.
Okay.
In primary school, I was only like an average athlete, and then my body changed, and I was like a freak athlete. Like I was, like the best runner, I was a very, so being a good athlete, being a fighter, I became quite popular. I had a lot of friends in that. But if my friends who were popular were bullying other kids in that, I used to
Stick it on them.
Turn on them.
Yeah.
I was always like that. So,
what's life like in Australia though?
it's not that bad. I mean, like even like I had it like people would say I had it pretty bad, like the way I grew up living in different homes and that, but that wasn't that bad. Like there were good homes, man, like where it was really good. You know what I mean? Like I had, I had a lot of good memories. It wasn't just all
I
bad.
can relate because I was adopted, so.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was adopted when I was 5, but I was in care since the age of like 1 as well, so yeah, I can fully relate.
Yeah,
There's other things I'll tell you off camera as well that we could speak about, but yeah, I can fully relate, so yeah, it's nice to know that.
But yeah, so it was I guess that's sort of like why I just became this fighter. I wasn't scared. My people that know me like from high school, like they know that I'd just fight for my mates. I'd fight anyone and everyone, and then I was in and out of gangs, in and out of trouble, in and out of juvenile. I'd go in and out of mental hospitals because my mental. I never spoke about the things that happened so much as a kid when I was a teenager.
Do you think it all sort of built up, and then when you got to a certain age, you started reacting in different ways and stuff?
What happened was when I was a teenager, there was people were talking about the basketball coach because I think people sort of knew. No one knew about the pedophile family so much. Like that was a big deal. Like so I forgot to say. So they all got done about a year after I ran away from there. So they'd been done, and that sort of happened while I was living with the basketball coach. That was like on the news and people knew about that. So that affected me as well. So when I was the basketball coach, that's when I flipped out on him. But anyway, so people used to talk about the basketball coach when I was in high school, and because he was like a guy and I'm a guy, and back then it was like, you couldn't be gay, back then in high school, like it was boys would give you shit. So I used to like, it was very hard for me like to talk about it because I didn't want people to think fucking weird, like about me. And so it was like I never could speak. So when I would go to mental hospitals and that, I couldn't speak about it with them because other people would be with me and stuff, and I never wanted to speak about it. So like I never really was able to sort out the issues because it was like I was like embarrassed. I was even today, like I don't really go into it. Like I'll touch around it and things like that, but I don't, know. So it was really hard as a teenager to so that way. So I never really got the help. So I just kept going in and out. Couldn't sleep, and then what do you call it? In and out. I was in and out of juvie because I was getting in trouble and things like that too.
Yeah.
So yeah, and the fighting. What happened was, these older kids and that because they like because I'd go on with it. I had dash and things like that. So, the older kids would take me, and the older people that were in gangs and whatever, and they would sort of say like, because I was always getting into fights, they were like, bro, you're gonna get you're gonna come across someone one day that's gonna hurt you. So they were sort of looking out for me, and they sent me to a gym.
They took you in like a family.
And at that gym that I got sent to actually is where I met Shane Moseley.
But
not straight away, but I trained at that gym for a bit. The very first gym I went to, they told me to go to this gym. They told me to go to this gym. His name's Habieski. He had a gym on Scarborough Beach Road, Mac 1, and they told me to go. They sent me to this gym when I was like a teenager.
Yeah.
So yeah, and eventually Shane came there one day because he had a girlfriend in West Australia. So that was just an accident.
Is that where you sort of found your rhythm and your talent in fighting?
I was like, I never stuck with one gym. I went to different gyms in different places. I was doing like Muay Thai. I was doing mixed martial arts.
That's what I was going to ask you. What did you start doing first? Was it boxing or Muay Thai?
Muay Thai was the first thing that I did. And then I went to mixed martial arts. Wasn't so big then. Like I entered a few tournaments where you could fight. And back then it was just on the mats at like big rec centers, like the one last night, like rec centers. And there'd be like mats everywhere and just like a competition. And like back then, if you threw them out the ring and that, you get points and things like that. Yeah. So that's what they had back then. We didn't have the what do you call it, the octagon things like that. So they were like deep, like grade tournaments or something like that. And then Muay Thai, I did Muay Thai for a bit as well then. And then I met like I was doing that on and off different gyms and that for years. And then when I was before I went into prison for this, there was a guy called Angelo Hyder. He's do you know who Danny Green is?
Danny Green, I've heard of the name.
So he's like one of the biggest boxers we've had in Australia. He knocked out Roy Jones Jr.
Oh,
in the
I know
first
what you're
round.
talking about. Yeah.
And
I know
he,
what you're talking
he
about.
fought Antonio Tarver and so on. And he's done heaps of stuff. He trained up this gym. So I ended up buying this, like when I was like like I was telling you earlier, like the leader of the gang. I bought this big gym called Harry's Gym, and Angelo Hyder was training Danny Green out of there, and Danny Green is from West Australia. We don't really have anyone in West Australia, so he's a big deal in Perth, you know, and so that's why I wanted to start boxing, because I seen him every day. Because I owned this gym, so I owned the gym that at the back there was 8 rooms, and what I did was I was taking in adults like boxers that were on the ice, anyone that were ex-fighters, this, that. And what I was trying to do was I was trying to get them into this, because this is a beautiful facility, like beautiful gym. I was trying to get them staying there, waking up to a gym every day, wanting to train, get back into fighting, get them off the ice. It's like a half rehab, half centre.
Okay.
That's what it was, you know.
Nice.
But then we had the running gym too. I mean, we had the biggest box in Australia training there.
Wow.
We had like Stevie Wills. He'll be coming over for this fight. He's always in my corner. He used to fight just before him each time. You had big fighters there. So and then you had this rehab center in the background. So it was kind of that probably was a bit weird. But and then you had
well, it works out though, I think.
Classes running. Yeah, it was just
If people are going through something or rehab and stuff, and then you have a boxing gym there, I think that's great.
Well, I wouldn't do it for adults ever again, because like I got burnt. Like, you know, just trying to help them. Like they all did the wrong thing. Like when I went to prison, they were like selling my equipment and fucking.
No way.
You could watch them on the camera. They were selling the equipment, and then you could see them fucking using
What?
shit. Some of them were good, some of them were bad, you know. But I wouldn't do it. Like I aim on, like now I still help people, but it's teenagers now and things like that. Like I'll help an adult. Like if they come to me like 10,000 times and show me that they fucking want to do the right thing, then I'll help anyone. But I don't like open my arms to them like I was then. Like there was a place where me and you, they could come and stay. Like there was rooms, there was food there was everything, you know. And that's how I got done anyway. That's how I went to prison, because I was taking in adults, and the registered pedophile, the one that I ended up getting pinched for, he pinched for bashing him. Sounds, if people could miss me. He ended up at that gym. So he was like groomed by the cops, because the cops knew what I was doing. So the cops got him to come to the gym and befriend, like be part of the thing. They're like
undercover.
Pretty much. He got done with a 12-year-old girl 3 times, and then they knew what I was doing. So we were kidnapping pedophiles and stuff like that, and they knew that. So what they did was they set us up with a pedophile. They set me and my gang up with a pedophile. Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Yeah,
that's fucked.
That's why I try and raise awareness to people. I try to let people know, because I didn't speak about this. Like I wouldn't talk about it, and in the last probably 6 months, a year, whatever I have been, because I'm raising awareness. I'm going to let people know. Like, do they know what they're spending their money on? Like their money, because they got to pay tax to government. And imagine if they knew they were spending millions of dollars on the cops that are going around pretending to be pedophiles, setting us up with pedophiles. That's mad. But their justification for that was that because I was the boss of this little gang at the time. I wouldn't say little, big gang at the time, sorry. And they justified it by saying, oh, well, he's this and that. And my lawyers were like, well, why hasn't he been charged with, you can't just say this and that, you know?
Yeah,
what did they charge you for?
Kidnapping him, and then like I wouldn't let him leave the room and stuff. And they gave me a long time for what I ended up getting done for, but they knew who I was, and they knew that what I was doing.
That's
but I didn't get done for the other things.
It's like superhero shit, though.
Exactly.
Definitely, man.
We commend that.
Yeah.
I think that's disgusting, if I'm being honest with you.
No, that was good what you was doing. I think so, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You're like a superhero in the community.
Well, the community knew what we're doing, so the community protected us. So, like, obviously, like, the community would come, but we would make sure, like, say if someone came to us and said someone was a pedophile, like, we wouldn't just go get them, because it could be, like, someone's ex. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we would...
study it.
Would make sure. So we had, like, a real smart kid with us at the time. And what he did was... I know everyone does this now, so it's called
pretreating.
It doesn't sound so smart now, but back then, 15 years ago, this was smart. Like, he pretended to be a kid online. Like, this was, unheard of back then.
Yeah.
Now everyone does it, and they get the pedophiles and they film it and that. We weren't filming anything. We were just getting pedophiles because we wanted to get them. You know, we weren't.
Yeah, sick.
I've only been talking about it in the last 6. You know,
Yeah.
people knew, and he was good, man. Like he pretended to be a kid. So the reason we did that is because the very first pedophile. So everyone hates pedophiles. I hope I wouldn't talk to them if I didn't. But as a teenager, like if I could, you know, if I could get one of these cunts, I fucking would, you know, and things like that. But I wasn't like a full-time wicket. But when I was the boss of this gang, right, I had this power, I had these resources, I had these people helping me, and they all believed in this as well. So like, I'm not saying we're angels, you know, like I'm not saying we're all
But
doing
your
the right
objectives
thing.
was to get the pedos off the street.
Well, it was like, and I can honestly say that
That's a good thing.
I put a lot of time and effort into this. I was very calculated with it, and you know, it wasn't like as a teenager, you know, I wanted to do it proper. And the first one that we got, it got a bit messy. It got pretty bad. So I changed it up. I wanted to protect the boys. So we like the first time, you know, like we're all protected.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you needed more protection. So this person that's pretending to be a kid is great because we've got a week, you know, 2 weeks evidence against this guy now, like think he's me out looking this and that. So you got that on him that they know that you got, that you can go, they don't want to go to prison for that. The problem with pedos is if you break their arms and their legs, they don't care if they go to prison for a year. They'll tell the cops everything. They get a big payout, this and that. So I come up after the first one was messy. I changed it. I was like, and I think this is better anyway. I truly believe, like, I'm not really, what I worked out is like a cruise. Like you could tell me you cut a pedo's arms and legs off down the road, and I'd be like, fuck, that's sick, good on you. But I've realised that seeing that in front of you, like, it's not really, even though I hate them to death and that, I can't, like, when they're screaming, this and that, it's like, it's not like, it's hard to see. So what I've worked out was the better thing to do is to mentally torture them. Like, you want them to think they're going to die for as long as you can, right? Because you want them to feel how them kids
felt.
Yeah.
Because the reason is, like, there was this guy in Perth, right, and he molested these 2 boys in a bathroom that were just at the shopping centre. So the parents just let him go into the bathroom, and you know, a 7-year-old and a 4-year-old, and he's molested both of them, and he got 2 years for that, right?
2 years.
Yeah, which is normal. It's normal in Perth.
That's normal here as well.
Yeah, but them two boys,
ridiculous.
them 2 boys' lives are ruined. Like, one of them's probably going to kill himself, right, and the other one's going to end up fucked up, like, you know, like me, and fucking.
No, that's crazy.
And the thing is, right, their lives are ruined, right? He gets 2 years. So my thing is, the only way you're going to get these cunts back, if you can't kill them, if you can't put them on it, is right. You got but you want to make them feel how the kids felt, right? Because the kids feel scared to death, like they got no choice. Of
course, they're kids.
So you want them to feel that, and I think it's actually better if you can do this to them, then break their arms and legs. I think so. What I did was I would make them think they're going to die for as long as I could, and I'd come up with real fucking like good shit
scenarios,
and like you make it real as possible. And I would actually probably get dirty at my boys if they fucked it up and like didn't make it look legit, because like I put all the effort in, you know, and I really wanted to fucking get this cunt, you know.
Yeah.
And I was real like passionate about it. And but it was, you know, it was good. Like you could do it for a long time. You can make them think they're gonna die for a long time, and then that protected the boys too, because you're not breaking their arms and legs. They haven't got bruises all over them. You know, it's very unlikely. You've already protected them 3 other ways, right? But this is the last part. You know, you've got the evidence on them. You're all dressed up, obviously, and you know, and you do that, and then.
When you was doing that, did you get a whole support of community in Perth?
Yeah, sort of. It's divided, bro. You got people that like against it. You got the haters. You got people that
How can you be against it?
But you got people that get jealous as well because you're getting support from it, so they don't like it. They start talking shit about you, like or you know, they turn the story around, and it's just it's divided. You do get support, man. I'm not gonna say you don't, because I've had incredible support from my community, like where I'm from.
You was here in England doing that, you'd have a shit ton of support.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, you would hope so, but it worked. Like people weird, aren't they? Like how things work, you know.
Strange.
I worked out. You know?
I can't get my head around it, if I'm honest with you.
We did. In my community, I feel like you got, you know, and things like that, like people to your face and on the thing that are supporting they do, you know. And
that's a good thing you're doing, man. You're taking the shit out of the
good thing that I did.
The population. Yeah, 100%.
I don't know. I mean, you said doing. I don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
What you done?
What you had done. Yeah.
That's what I said.
What you had
done. I don't do it
anymore.
I'm trying to do it differently now. I'm trying to reach a platform and raise awareness and tell the story and you know, like I said before, you know, I think I can keep going around kidnapping pedophiles. You know, I might get 50 more, end up prison for the rest of my life. You know, or I can do this and reach hopefully millions.
Of course, I see a post. We literally, it's funny because I spoke to you yesterday. I see a post and it was
Oh yeah, this is in the UK.
Listen to this one. This is in the UK right now. They're giving people more jail time. Excuse me, more jail time for doing freedom of speech online than they are rapists. How does that even make any sense?
Yeah.
It doesn't.
That's
so they
backwards.
can go. A guy can go and molest the 2 children, go in jail for 2 years. His life isn't ruined. He'll come out and do the same thing again.
Yeah.
But then 2 children's ruined.
Like
Their
I
life's
said,
ruined
yeah.
for the rest of their life.
But the same thing
It's
is
disgusting.
when that guy, what he had done to the 2 children in the shopping mall, comes out of prison, when he comes out, he's going to be given a new identity.
Of course he is.
He's going to be given probably money.
He does.
You know,
They get payouts because when they go to court,
They get payouts.
They do. The guy that I got, he got a massive payout. He sent the check to my fucking mum, like taunting me while I was in prison. He's like, "Tell your son, thanks, fucking. I'm in Melbourne now selling art." And then every time he'd sell an art piece, he would send that to her. And fucking yeah, he really went on with this.
What?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he was taunting me the whole time, bro. He's fucking. He threatened because I talk about him now. I say his name and that now. He fucking threatened to. He goes, "I hope." He goes, "You must like enjoy going." He messaged me about a year ago. He goes, "You must." He goes, "You must enjoy going to court, buddy, because you got a big lawsuit coming now." Blah blah blah. Because I talked about him and that, you know. So he taunts me and shit. This is the one that I went to prison for in the end, you know.
What do you when I hope you get there, what do you plan to do to make this more of awareness?
Yeah,
Like
I don't try to be like a negative person. I'm not like doing this to raise awareness on that, like so people know that, you know, the police aren't doing their job properly or anything like that, because that's a real fucking 50,
But like a
50 thing.
salvation for the kids.
My number
let's say.
one message, my number one before any of that, my number one message is to the kids and to my number one message over my selfish stuff that I want for, you know, I've got my number one thing, and I say this like real loudly, like is I'm trying to show these kids, like myself, I'm trying to show any kid that's been abused, any kid that's in a home right now, any kid that's in a mental hospital, any 28-year-old, you know, I was in jail up till I was 30, any 30-year-old that's sitting in a jail cell right now, that's in our mental hospitals, anyone, I'm showing them all that anyone can do anything. Like just keep being persistent, be relentless, don't like give in to negative, you know, like thoughts and this and that, you know. I said I was going to do all this when I was in prison, you know, and everyone would be like, oh, yeah, you know, and I'm doing everything I fucking said I was going to do. And I'm showing every man that every kid, that's my number one, you know, and then while I'm sending that message, I can show the other stuff, because all the selfish stuff I wouldn't call it selfish. I just want to raise awareness, because I think the unfair stuff I would call it, because I don't want to be that, oh, you know, me unfair, this person either, you know. I want to be real positive, the first thing, and then that will come with it, right? And then my selfish reasons is for myself is I want to show myself that I can beat the best in the world, I can fight the best in the world, I want to show myself then, you know.
Of course.
That's my selfish. Like I was boxing, I was 15-0 at one stage before I did the influence boxing.
Yeah.
And I was happy going down that road, but I knew that going down this road would get me there quicker, what I was trying to do for myself. Like I was doing that for myself, right?
Yeah.
And now for my number one reasons of showing the world and this and that, that's why I went down this road, you know? It's not about whatever else, you know, but yeah.
What is your current record in boxing?
Oh, fuck, I don't like talking about it, bro, because it pisses me off. But
Oh,
I was a 15-0 boxer, man. And then, so I had a fight in Turkey, right? I had a fight against like a legend over there. His father is like the commission. Like they're the commission, they're this, that. It was a 12-round fight. This guy's never been dropped in like 500 fights. He's does the bare knuckle, the Muay Thai. He actually has a story himself. He got out of prison from becoming a world champion. In Thailand, if you become a world champion from prison, you get less time or you get out or something.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I heard
I've seen that.
I've seen a
He
movie
was
on
like
that, yeah.
that story that you've seen is based upon him. This
Oh,
guy,
wow.
He was like the first or maybe the only, I don't know how it works, but he did it.
That's crazy.
That's why he's so famous to start. He was a WBC world champion
Oh,
twice. He's fought everyone. He had 99 wins and like a few losses. And I just had like 10 wins in a row in Thailand because I can't fight in Perth where I'm from, like my hometown.
Why?
How comes?
Because I kidnapped all the pedophiles there. And because what happened was I was fighting in Perth. I was 4-0. And then what happened was it was on the news what I was doing and that, and then other people were following, like other kids were like kidnapping pedophiles and shit.
Oh shit.
So they so it's like, it's not because I went to prison so much. I don't know what the reason is. They always make up different reasons why I can't fight in Perth. I think it's mainly because it was on the news, and I think because other people, it's like a bad example. Like
That's what they're probably going to portray.
I'm creating vigilante, like I'm creating vigilanteism, which I don't want. Like I tell the kids, like honestly, I get messages like every day, like they ask for advice and like they want to like start a crew and they want to kidnap pedophiles.
Yeah.
You know, and I've honestly, I advise them not to. I'm like, don't do it. Like you end up like, you know, I don't want them to fucking go to prison. Like a bunch of boys went to prison after me. About 6 months after I went to prison, a bunch of boys, they got set up. This is fucking sick. This one, they met this sick in a bad way. Like the cops were pretending to be, so they were copying me. They were pretending to be. They kept on going on with it because of me. I went to prison. I told them to stop when I went to prison. I was like, we've done enough, boys. Like, I don't want them to go to prison after I went to prison. And then they kept going on with it anyway. I think maybe 6 months, maybe a year later, they kept pretending to be kids. They kept meeting up with them. They were fucking getting him like at parks, this, that. And they thought they were getting one at a park. But this guy, so they were pretending to be a pedophile. This guy was pretending to be a pedophile. He was a cop pretending to be a pedophile. So the coppers were pretending to be a fucking pedophile. How sick is that? The coppers are getting paid from our money.
That's crazy.
And they're spending, do you know how much money it costs for all the time and resource they use? And then anyway, so the pedophile, the hunters, the boys, they thought they were just getting a pedo at the park. They had all the fucking stuff ready and everything, you know? And they all got grabbed by fucking TRG. Like apparently it was like, hectic. Shit. They all went to prison fucking, anyway.
They put that much effort in to pretending to be pedos.
That's what I'm saying.
But they can't put the effort into catching them.
Imagine the people knew when they're paying their tax. That fucking, imagine if people knew we're paying the coppers to pretend to be pedophiles, and, you know what I mean? Like, that's
what the
cool,
fuck?
Bro. That's sort of, you know. But anyway, I told them all to stop. I didn't want them to keep going on with it. And yeah, they fucking, so even now, like I really encourage, you know, the boys to do what I'm doing now. That's another reason why I'm doing it. Like you can raise awareness, you can beat it this way, it's better. I don't want them to go to fucking.
Setting a better
you know what I mean? I'm trying to, you know, I don't want them to, you know, go to prison.
You made a good turnaround though.
Man, if you told me right now you can go get a pedo now, no one know about it. Oh fuck, of course I'm going to do it. You know? And if anyone else could, I'll be like, yeah.
I think we would,
you know
definitely.
Go for it. But I don't want them to get, you know, in trouble for it. You know,
it's just the consequence of trying to do something.
What
is good that you're going to be punished for it.
It's just you'd end up doing the right thing and getting punished worse than what a paedophile would. Do you know what I'm saying? It doesn't make no
way
sense.
worse, bro. I got fucking 10 times longer than him. Bro, the guy got 10. I didn't even know him when he committed his crimes. He committed his crimes like probably a year before he got set up with us. Or maybe like quicker. I don't know the time frames, but he did it before.
But you know what's scary? The fact is he only got caught that time.
No, he was a registered pedophile.
That was registered. He's been done.
He was already been done before.
This is what I said. They go to prison for 2 years. They come out
because they go to protect. When they go to prison, because I've been in prison. When they go to prison, I run the gym in prison. Right? They get protected. They get looked after. They get the best of everything. They get better than anyone.
Like a V-wing.
They get like the best unit. They get protected. They don't get touched. Like the boys are pretty like funny. Like if there was one stage where we used to make all the food for them. Well, not me, but the kitchen, and they used to fucking, you know, and then someone, I think one of them died, bro. He almost died. So they weren't allowed to make food for him anymore. So now they get to see what happens is when you try and kill one of them, it fucks you up because now they get to make all their own food. Now they get the best food. Now they can cook all their own food and shit. So that works in their favor. So every time you try to get one of these fuckers, it fucking helps.
It seems like it benefits them.
It does. And they get the gym every day. Like the prisoners would get the gym like once a week, twice a week if they're lucky, because I was in there every day. And the pedophiles, they get it every day. I would have to get fucking locked into this like little laundry while they got there. And the whole gym gets shut down. The whole jail gets shut down when they get moved around. And they get full protected. They get the best hearing. And they get out. They get given fucking homes and payouts, because what they do is when they get done for their pedophilia, they do all the psych stuff. Because they all write letters, they're all fucking calculated motherfuckers. So they all write letters and they do all that shit. And what they do is they go, "Oh, it happened to me when I was a kid." And so they get big payout for that, for getting, you know what I mean?
No way.
And then they get out. Yeah, that's fucked, man.
It's super fucked. Yeah, super. How was your time in prison? If you don't mind
it was fine, man. It was good. Like,
how long did you get?
So I've been in and out of prison for other,
Yeah.
I've been in and out of prison a few times, but that time I did a few years on remand. I got a 5.5 year sentence on top of that.
Bloody hell.
So a long time. Like I went in, I spent most of my 20s in prison.
Yeah.
And I and that's and that in like where I'm from, it's a pretty long time. You don't
It is a long
get
time.
you don't get that long like over
What
there.
are they like in the prisons in
Yeah,
Perth,
no,
Australia?
it's good. I was at Casuarina, which is meant to be like one of the worst of prisons.
Yeah.
But it's not. Like it's all right. Like 90% of the issues in prison are usually over like drugs or cigarettes.
Yeah,
and
it's like that here.
I don't do neither, and I was like who I was. Like I used to be like the boss of getting this and that, and I knew the boys from prison. I grew up in and out of prison, so so I know them
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
So it's pretty.
So you are well connected, more or less.
It's all good in there. Like
Yeah.
I play football, I get amongst it. I play basketball, I run the gym, which is the best job you can have.
Yeah.
You have a couple of scraps there, but I can fight. So it's
Yeah,
I could fight then as well. Like it was fine. Jail isn't bad apart from not being able to see your loved ones. That's the worst part. Jail isn't. You get Xbox in there and TV and stuff and. Yeah.
But you've been out now for how long?
Oh, I haven't looked back. I've been out since the end of 2018.
2018.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, so-
and now you've turned it around.
Yeah. Heaps. They wouldn't let me fight for about 3 years. So that's why.
But that's why you're now going international.
Well, I did fight in Perth, then they didn't let me. They didn't let me fight. I was waiting for them to let me fight. They finally let me fight. Then I fought. Then they didn't let me fight again. Then I went international. So then,
And now you're going international.
now I'll never fight in Perth again.
But you have better opportunities now, more international, would you say?
Well, I'd sell a lot more tickets in Perth.
Sell them
Yeah, I'd
Show home
I'd sell a lot of tickets in Perth. I do
Of
like
course you
with
would,
the
yeah.
pay-per-views and that because I got like you could be on like a celebrity show or whatever and get 10 million followers, but I've got a pretty loyal following that will
Yeah.
or like even my footy club they were like and things like that like everyone will sort of buy a pay-per-view. You know how like you can get 50
Yeah.
people to watch one. They will sort of all do it because they support my journey. They know how much blood, sweat, and tears I put into this.
Yeah,
they know
of
what
course.
I've been through.
Shout out to
So-
supporters
so
and
that-
followers. Yeah.
I've got like people that don't like boxing that will buy a pay-per-view. I've got people messaging me like that saying like,
Yeah.
"What's the link?" And I know they don't watch boxing.
I saw that. That's what I said to you earlier outside. I said that we were saying that in the car. All the fans with what happened with James DeGale yesterday. All your fans are proper supportive, which is nice.
What happened in the ring with him last night? I didn't quite hear what he said.
Man, I was commentating and couldn't understand him either. But I just know that he was offering everyone out, like in
Yeah.
the ring. Like he was offering everyone out. He said he wanted to fight. He reckons no one would fight him.
Yeah.
And this and that. And I'm thinking, man,
I'll fight you.
I'll fight anyone. I'll fight anyone. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I'll fight anyone. I'll fight you right now.
Sick
and
guy, yeah.
And I was like, what do you mean? I couldn't have someone calling everyone out. And he probably didn't know I was there. I don't know, man. Like, it's like, nah, man, I looked at Danny and I said, bro, what the fuck? I'll tell this guy I'll fight him, man.
I just saw you climbing the ring, and I was like,
this car, is this set up, Danny? You set me up, didn't you? You stitched me up, Danny. And because it was funny because I got invited to the show last night and they asked me the other day if I want to fight him on the bare knuckle, and I said yeah straight away because he got announced. They were supposed to announce me fighting him, I thought, but I don't know. I don't understand this fucking
What else did they offer? You said bare knuckle, and did they say
BKFC, and then BKFC offered us, and I said yep, no problem. BKFC, he wouldn't stand a chance. His best chance is boxing.
Yeah. Do you think he'll take the fight on BKFC?
I don't think so. I think he did it for I think he did it for exposure to get the fight. I think they wanted to see how much talk there was about the fight with me and him, so that way he'd get on a bit bigger platform. Like he wants to be on a big platform for boxing. Like that guy's never been in a
Bare knuckle.
in a fight, apart from boxing. Yeah, he's
apart
a
from
two-time
boxing,
winner. He's obviously proved himself as a boxer.
Yeah.
So I can't see him wanting anything but boxing, which is fair, for him. But I got in there and I couldn't understand all the shit he was talking, but all I know is at the end as he walked off, he's like fucking said something about he'll fuck me up or some shit like that.
So I hear that.
And I was like, bro, you'll be nice to me when you're saying in front of me, bro. And then as you're walking off, you're going to say you fuck me up. And
Yeah.
and I didn't want to get any charges.
Because I see that he shook your hand,
Yeah,
and they were
he
being
did all good
nice.
and then walked off, told me, "Oh fuck you," on his way out, and I'm
You
like,
can see that in the video, though.
"Did he just say that?"
He did say that, yeah.
And I'm thinking, fucking, I can't. I'll get charged if I hit this cunt. So I had the bottle of water with me, so I
You
just
just
fucking
chucked your
tried.
chicken, yes, yeah.
And then he ended up trying to fucking hit me anyway. I just didn't think they'd do that. Fucking I thought people like him would be worried about.
No, you'd be surprised. I do.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
does. It does.
I would
run
have, bro.
like
If I knew that, bro, I just would have fucking thrown him.
Hopefully we can see this in the future.
that. Definitely.
Very soon future. So now you've entered the influencer world.
Yeah.
Who do you rate in the influencer world of boxers currently, and who would you like to fight in the influencer?
It depends
boxing?
who you like, who's in the influence world or not. You know what I mean? Like it depends. Like they're always changing, aren't they? You don't know.
There's
Like
a lot more coming in
know?
to the scene now. A
Like
lot.
I wouldn't really call Jake Paul an influence.
Do you think you could take on Jake Paul?
Yeah, I'll fight anyone, bro. I'll 100%.
I heard that Sugar Shane's old coach.
Yeah, he's his
was-
coach. He coached him.
was-
He's still friends with him. He still talks to him.
Yeah.
I think he just helped him with the. I think he coached him for the Nate
Yeah.
Diaz fight. Was the last fight. He was his first coach. Or saying I don't want to say anything because I get the facts wrong, but I know that he was his first coach. He was saying, and I've just learnt this in our backwards and forwards.
Yeah.
You know,
Who was you training with?
Sorry.
Recently.
Uh,
You went to you was you who was you training with recently?
Oh, me,
Yeah.
Phil Sutcliffe.
Phil
So the
Sutcliffe.
Crumlin boxing gym.
Okay.
So he was Connor's boxing coach.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
So
nice.
you've got a good relationship with Connor as well.
Yeah. They're all.
Yeah, I saw
all-
a picture of
my
you
mu-
guys. Yeah.
My mum's from Ireland, and boxing brought me back to Ireland this year.
Oh, no
I
way.
got family there that didn't even know I existed, and I've reunited with them all.
Oh, amazing.
And they're all from Crumlin, which is where Phil Sutcliffe is, and he looks after all the. He's fucking great. You know, he's a great boxing coach and a great man. I stayed with him. I just stayed with him. You know, and I just met him this year from my journey. My story and my journey brought me to Ireland, and I reunited by accident. I didn't go to Ireland on purpose. It was by accident, and now I've reunited with family.
Yeah.
And that's like a
It's a nice feeling.
like a home. You know.
Yeah.
course.
That, so I've gotten real close with them all. You know.
That's nice.
Would you ever see yourself moving towards like?
I'll be
let's say,
doing
Europe
probably
or-
all my camps like there in Liverpool.
Yeah.
Phil's cornering my fight. He's coming over. He's coming over tomorrow.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
amazing.
Yeah, he's coming over with Tom. Connor said he's coming to the fight.
Yeah. I see
Yeah,
that
I
video.
saw that.
So
yeah.
he said he was coming, and he said that they're gonna like back me as well. Like I don't
Nice.
know. Like yeah, so that'll probably be the Forge or something that will back me, I guess, because that's
Yeah.
his beer and his pub and that.
Yeah.
And
The Forge. I need
Sorry,
to
when
shout out
did did you get the call for the right to fight?
oh man, when I was last here, like 3 months ago.
Okay.
It's been like that's been a crazy journey.
Was you excited when you got the call?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
What sort of feeling was that for you, from going just like boxing and stuff to get like this because this is a huge card.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
well,
big.
it is. Me fighting Shane. I was supposed
It's one
to,
of the biggest cards.
Well, I was supposed to fight Darren. They asked me to fight Darren a couple times. So the first time they asked me to fight him, and then it didn't happen. He ended up fighting Darren Stewart, and then I ended up coming over, and that's how I became friends with him. And then we
Yeah.
became friends, training together, and everything. Because I think they felt bad that it fell through after they told me it was going to go ahead. So I went
Yeah.
over there, trained with them all. That's how I got close in Rotunda with the Rotunda gym. They all helped me out. They're all good boys, great people. And I got close with Darren too on that then. And then the last Misfits, a week before the fight, they asked me if I wanted to fight Darren again when I was friends with him.
No way.
So and then he ended up fighting Darren Stewart, and then I ended up going over again. And then when I was over there, that's when I got the phone call for this fight.
What feeling did you get when you got the call? Is it about knowing about Shane, was it?
To be honest, bro, it was like oh yeah, like when it happens, it happens. Because I've been offered so many fights, like from after Darren, and it didn't happen twice, and then I've been offered other fights too. That never happened, you know. This influence thing, it's like 100 fights get offered to you, you know, and then it's real strange.
It's whether one sticks, isn't
you know.
it?
So it was sort of like I won't even until it happens, then I'll fucking probably get that feeling. But at first it was like, oh yeah, because it's happened so many times now. But yeah, obviously now it's very like surreal. Like now it's like, you know, it's happening.
It's in 2 weeks.
You know, unless
No,
like
it's less than 2 weeks.
yeah, like it's happening. Like it's all happening now. So
Amazing.
and now it's Shane Moseley, which is fucking. He's one of my actual heroes. Like,
Do you have a good relationship with Shane? Like a friend speak
I
to?
did have a good relationship with him. Like he was one of my heroes, man. He's the first celebrity,
Yeah.
first hero. Like he was the first famous person, and he was really good to me. You know, like when I met him when I was a teenager,
Yeah.
like he came to the gym. He was a celebrity then. He was world famous then, and he didn't have to spar the young boys, you know. And
Yeah,
he would get in the ring with you. Like not many people. I would do that, but I haven't met many, you know, that would do
People
that.
like
And he
that
did
that
that,
do
and
that.
I really loved him back then, you know. So, but now it's like I'm very passionate about my vision and my goals. That now it's like I treat him like anyone else right now. Like he's in the way now of my, you know. So
Yeah.
so I had to accept that you know that I probably, you know, I accepted that the very first night I took the fight. And
Do you have a game plan for Shane?
like I said before, man, I don't really have a game plan for anyone.
Just go in there.
Yeah, I mean, it's always the same. I go in there, you know, and I work them out. I
Just
go in
take
there
the
and I work
force
'em
with
out.
you.
I'm always ready. You've always got the force with me. I'm always.
I want to
you know,
ask you a big question.
What-
What is this about the lightsaber? I want to know the story because you go in the ring with the lightsaber.
the Jedi. 'Cause
Yeah,
like-
the Jedi.
So like,
Come on, tell me about it. I need to know.
Well, I'm a bit of a Star Wars fan, you know, and
A bit of a Star Wars fan.
Yeah, I love Star Wars, and I had to come up with a name. My last name is Floyd. So when we started, we're like, you know, you might need to come up with a name because
Yeah.
Floyd's a pretty big boxing name. So I wanted to be different, you know. So I was
That's
doing
one of the coolest influencer boxing names I've ever heard, by the way.
the Jedi.
Matt Jedi Floyd.
I was in an ice bath that day that I come up with a name, and I can do ice baths for a long time. And people will be like, "How do you stay in there for so long?" You know, and stuff. And I'm like, "I'm just a fucking Jedi, man. It's like, you know, it's the Jedi mind,
Yeah.
So that's now your nickname,
powerful
the
mind."
Jedi.
And it's growing on me, and it works because like the way I box, like I move around and I like rely a lot on my hand-eye coordination, and I box very different to anyone else. And I'm very like quick, and I can see everything. Like, I can always see everything like happening before it happens, which is sort of like a Jedi that can see everything. before.
Okay,
So
okay.
it's sort of like just gelled. Everything sort of happened for a reason. This year, everything's been like crazy. Like the way things keep happening, like one after the other.
Well, it's
Yeah.
all working out for you, so it's perfect.
Like yesterday,
definitely.
I bumped into this. I went to this show, right, and Ewan McGregor was playing. Like he was actually there. You know, Ewan McGregor. He's Obi-Wan Kenobi,
Yeah.
right? So I was seeing him. Or I didn't see him, but he was at this show, and I was like, "Is it actually Ewan playing the show?" Like, yeah, he's actually in it. You can buy tickets and that, you know. I wanted to go to it, but then I had to go to the show last night.
Yeah.
Right. And then straight after that happened, right, I bumped into Darth Vader in the middle of the street. You know how Darth Vader walks, actual Darth Vader, because he's dressed up,
Yeah.
doing the thing. So I went from Obi-Wan Kenobi to Darth Vader. And then, yeah. So it's just like,
It's like the law of attraction is
Yeah,
really in
that's
your
great.
corner.
things just
Yeah.
keep fucking happening. That's just like, but yeah.
You're quite a spiritual person.
No, that's the thing. I wasn't until this year. Like, I believe in God.
Yeah.
I was a real spiritual kid. Like I really believed in God, and as I got older, I guess I believe less and less. Like I'm a very logical person. I believe in God more than I believe in any other theories. Spiritual, like you know how people are like that happened for a reason or this that. I never
Yeah.
used to be like I used to think we create our own because I get so much bad luck normally. Like everything usually like if
Everything gets based on more being
unless
positive.
I have control of the situation,
Yeah.
usually bad will happen. Like if I'm not the one doing it, usually it never works out. It's always
I
bad.
feel
But
like
you
that
but
as
you
well.
can't always think bad because our thoughts shape our reality.
But that's what I was going to
Yeah.
say, right? But then this year has really changed me because I've been real like I
Positive.
don't know what's turning around, but something's happened at the beginning of this year, and everything's just been like. I mean, yeah, it's just been like crazy. Like all these weird things keep fucking happening, and now I'm really starting to believe that everything does happen. You know, based just on this year.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and me being here, like where I am now, you know.
Yeah.
You feeling a bit more positive now, how things are going.
A lot more positive, but you still have your negative days and nights and this and that, but everything's
But you're more in control of it.
More
would you
weird.
say?
I don't know, man. Yeah, it's just been a very strange fucking year, man. Like everything's happening like for the right, and I'm not used to that.
It's only going to get better in 12 days
Yeah.
Yeah.
when you fight Shane Moseley.
I guess it can be like that
Well,
sometimes.
well,
When
I'm
loads
big.
of things are going good, you might be a bit overwhelmed because you're only known to shit. But then you have to start trying to accept the good
I
things.
have that same theory
That-
as well, though.
That way
you
there,
said.
when you start accepting the good things, because then you get a bit of an anxiety because of all the shit things that have happened. So now when good things start coming to you, you know God's working in your corner. And you have to just accept it and be more like, yeah, no, things are going to work out with me. And then you'll attract more good things.
Yeah, it's like trying to get that, that saying out of your head where it's like every good thing, something. What is it? It's like every time something's going well, something bad happens.
Yeah, you need
I
to
try
cut
and,
that
like,
out.
You need to try and
Yeah.
not think about that as much because then you're basically speaking it into existence. Like, oh, I'm just waiting for something bad to happen. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know if you've ever done that yourself, but like
struggle
maybe
with
you
that.
manifested all of this. It's all coming to light now.
sometimes I feel like I have, and then it's very like I have manifested a few things definitely into happening this year.
But you should be proud of yourself, man. You've come a long way.
Yeah, you deserve that.
Yeah, thanks.
Not like literally, because you've come a long way, but yeah, you've come a super, super long way. And like, it's only going to get better for you. Definitely, man.
Is there anyone on the Right to Fight card that you're excited to see fight as well?
To be honest, man, I don't even know who James DeGale was until a few days ago, until I got offered the fight with him. So like, I don't really follow, like these days, I just haven't got the fucking time. I don't really follow it so much unless it's like, you know, like when I was younger, like, you know, when you're younger and you look up,
Of course.
like,
Yeah.
like I'll give you an example. Like when I met Shane as a kid, like that was huge to me, crazy. But if I meet famous celebrities today as an adult, it's just like, oh yeah, cool. If they become, you know, it's different.
Yeah.
And now it's like with boxing, I've got bad ADD, man. Like it's real hard for me to watch like longer than a round, you know, and things like that.
Yeah.
Like I get, and it's just like I don't really follow it or watch it so much.
Oh, okay, I see.
You know, boxing. But I like people, man. Like I'll get behind a fight based on the person these days.
Yeah.
So I'm becoming, you know, like friendly with, you know, friends with a few of them now. So I'll definitely want to see
good.
now once, you know, like I did a few rounds with the boys today with Marino and
Armstrong.
Shout out Moreno and Armstrong.
Yeah. And
Good guys.
yeah, they are. And you know, they said like our gym is your home, and when you hear
amazing.
that, like
Yeah.
nice stuff. You know, it's good to hear that.
And you got a lot. You're starting to see a bit more support in the UK for you, yeah.
Yeah, and
That's
a few
good.
James DeGale fans too.
Yeah, that's good.
But what the people don't realise, he's the one who fucking started on me.
Yeah, no, that's what
He
I said.
picked-
I was saying to people
he
on the
picked the
comments.
fight.
People
me.
can see that.
I'm like,
clip,
half
yeah.
these people that are commenting, they weren't even there for starters.
I think it gets like that with the social media.
Yeah,
as
it's
well.
just like that.
I have a gift here for you anyway. There you go.
What is it?
Fight Club. I can't talk too much because you know the first rule.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
It's a natural bar of
So-
soap.
That smells amazing, man.
Take it out of the box. Check it out.
I'm only using this soap.
You could, you know, when you use it
Oh,
before
it's
your
got Fight
fight.
Club on it. That looks
Yeah.
sick.
It looks so good you don't want to use it to get rid
Yeah,
of it. Like,
some
I
people keep it.
want to eat it, man. It smells good.
it smells nice, doesn't it?
It smells so good. Is it supposed to smell that good?
Yeah, my soap is, yeah, definitely.
Only the best.
No chemicals in it, nothing.
Oh,
Just
really?
pure natural
Normally when
ingredients.
stuff, you know, when food's natural, like the better it is, the worse it tastes, the worse it is.
Yeah. Oh no.
But
When
it smells good. Like you're using all good stuff, and it still
Yeah,
smells
yeah,
good.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
This
Like,
one-
genuinely, that makes your skin smell good after you use it as well.
And it'll make you win a fight as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Cool, man.
But Matt, look, the platform you're fighting on, Right to Fight. What made you say yes to it?
I was offered a good fight, man.
Yeah.
You know, I was a co-main event. It was a Shane. Oh man, I knew back then they said on a Shane Moseley card, and so they got me there anyway. Everything, man. Yeah, it was a good fight on a good card and everything, bro. And ended up being the right move. They're a good team. They're good people. Everyone.
You like the concept behind it with the rhino.
So the name Right to Fight is crazy because years before this, like obviously I always fight. Like I always say, every man. Like I'm literal like proof like of man trying to fight.
I'm not right to fight.
Having a right to fight, but
Yeah,
they won't let me fight, and I was in prison. I'm always like literally all my fights that I've had to fight. You wouldn't even believe I've had to fight. Even the first time I come to the UK, you wouldn't believe. It took me 3 days. I told Darren till I was sparring on Monday. On Friday, I had to travel to fucking Holland to Ireland to fucking live, like, you know, and I didn't sleep for 3 days, and I made sure I kept my word because I do, and I sparred him, you know. But anyway, the whole point is I'm always fighting for myself. I'm fighting for my right to fight, and I'm always end up fighting, you know, because I go around through under whatever all these hurdles, you know, and I'm strongly trying to show that to men. So I've always been doing that anyway. And then this fight is right to fight, so that's great because now I'm going to, you know, now I'm the main event on that show, you know, so I'm like the face almost. You
Say
know?
it again for the people who don't know. You're the main event.
Let them know,
Main
man.
event of
The
right
main
to fight,
event.
and I'm showing men that they all have a right to fight, you know, and
Of course.
there's a strong message. What I said earlier, and I'm showing every man that's been abused, or any teenager that's been hurt, or anyone that's sitting in jail right now, or in and out of prison, mental hospitals. It doesn't matter, you know. I'm showing them all they have the right to fight.
Of course. That's why we took a massive liking to Right to Fight.
Yeah.
When we was told about the concept, because it's true. It's not just necessarily about fighting physically. It's also about right to fight in different circumstances. Everybody has a right to fight. So, yeah, we
shout out the Right to Fight.
Yeah, we appreciate.
I mean, it could be people. The good thing about this platform is, it's not just. It could be two people that need it. You know, have a right to fight, who haven't fought before as well, and things like that. You know,
Exactly.
It's any. You know, like.
Yeah, of course.
Definitely. And where can they watch the fight?
It's on BK. What's it on? Hey, it's on BLK Prime, and it's on Thriller as well. I got told.
Thriller, yeah, I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, shout out Thriller.
That's the pay per view link.
But
how much is that pay per view? It's $24.99, right? I think it is. Yeah. US $24.99 US.
But isn't it?
Can they find the link in your bio as well?
Yeah.
We'll attach all of that.
We're going to attach that to the video. And shout out Right to Fight. Shout out Matt Jedi Floyd. And have you got something to say for the audience?
If there's any message you want to leave to your fans or younger people, older people, let them know in the camera.
Just the same message that I said before, you know. I'm just showing you, it's like, it doesn't matter how, like, what's happened. It doesn't matter what you've been through or what's going on, or if you've done anything, you know.
Yeah, of course.
You's all like, I'm showing them all that anything can be done. Like, I want to be inspiration from. I want them to, if they're feeling down or if they think they can't, whatever, that they actually can. You know, I've done it. Like, and there's nothing that they have seen or have been through that I haven't myself. Trust me. So it's like, I guarantee, like, and they can reach out. Like, I'll message people back and things like that.
Well, that's nice.
So you're the influencer boxer people should be following.
Well, I have people
definitely
helping me now, because it gets a bit harder. But they tell me, like, I've instructed the people helping me. I'm like, if I get messages from kids or anyone that says, hey man, like, I need advice, help, whatever, I'm like, I want that directed straight to me. So I will talk to. It doesn't matter like what happens with me from my career from here, how, you know, if it gets bigger or whatever, I will always, you know, even if it's 100,000 messages, that's what, you know, I want, you know, it's fine.
I love that.
Do you know what you should do? You should do advocacy. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, well, I think I am for men's mental health already.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
I'm trying. I do always say that, like, when I was
well, yeah, you basically
create a foundation or something.
Yeah, like advocacy.
I think you can make a
when I was going to fight Darren, the first
voice.
one, I said that I want to donate all my money to men's mental health.
That's nice.
Wow.
Yeah, that was my, but that was back then.
That's funny we said that, because we were talking about making merch and donating it, doing like mental health merch and then donating like proceedings to charity.
I'm trying to be an advocate for men's mental health. You know, all that with that message I sent is all the one thing. It's all for men's mental health.
That's nice.
Yeah,
that's proper.
It's all the same thing.
Yeah,
I'm going to support it all the way.
100%.
I'm going to support all the way. And we thank you for coming on as well.
Thank you for having
Steroids, mate. I wish we had more time. You're so more interesting.
That was good fun.
So more interesting,
very,
man.
very
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's been amazing having you on.
Thank you for coming on.
And I can't wait to. I can't.
The best smelling soap in the world.
No, that's it. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm going to leave Matty the Jedi Floyd's Instagrams, all his socials, the link to his fight, the link to the pay-per-view. And thank you for coming on. Appreciate it.
May the force be with you.
Mate,
That's it.
with yous.
Thank you, guys.